draw a sign, a question mark box, see what's inside. I could send a blue shell to you.
Hello again, YouTube! This is Dr. Kendo, and I figured I would make a little video, or maybe it won't be so little when it's all done with, but one that explains just kind of an update of what I've been doing and why the long hiatus. Basically, why have I been on a break for so long? I know I've been able to cast a few things intermittently throughout the break, but here's kind of an update. I mentioned actually in one of my videos that one of the first things I was doing was trying to get a computer, everything handled with a new computer, because the computer that I do my casting with basically got the ultimate death virus, and so I tried to order a custom PC, and they sent it to me all messed up, and the internet, never works fully on it, consistently, so I have to send it back. Luckily, I got my other PC repaired, it just doesn't work as good, so right now, I'm sort of at half capacity of what I used to be at with computers, but I can still do some casting. And so after that, I actually was also in, I have this tradition that I do with my girlfriend, and we basically celebrate our birthdays for 13 days because they're very close to each other. They're actually 13 days apart. So to get from mine to hers is 13 days, and we do something different each day of the 13 days. So I figured I would share that with you, and I can just do a play-by-play of each day. And on the first day was a surprise from her to me. We each get a surprise day. So basically there's a day that I did not know what she was going to be planning for me, and I had the same liberty to make a day where she did not know what I was going to be planning for her. So her surprise for me, here you see some of the pictures. We went to this place called Aquarina Springs. If you're not from Texas, you're probably not going to understand most of these places that we went to. Anyway, Aquarina Springs is actually, I believe it was the first amusement park in the state of Texas. It was at least the first to have a diving pig. They used to have this pig that would swim. The purpose of Aquarina Springs now, if you see these pictures, is that you get on this boat, and it actually has a glass bottom to it, and you can see fish underneath you. It's really cool because I'm really into, zoos and things like that, aquariums. So this was right up my alley, and I really enjoyed it. Here's a picture of her. That's my girlfriend. Her name is Merit. And yes, it's like M-E-R-I-T, only it's not spelled that way. Anyway, they also have an indoor aquarium part, and that's what you're seeing here. So, it's got turtles and fish and things like that. It was really fun. It was a great surprise for me. So the next day we went to Jumpaline is what the place is called, and it's actually basically a trampoline park. So if you're going to see this picture right here, it's just tons and tons of trampolines lined up, and we were actually the only people there that day, which is pretty funny. But we also got kicked out of the kiddie section. That's when you realize how old you are. I turned 25 this year and she turned 21, and we were hanging out in this inflatable castle thing, and we got kicked out. I got a video of it. Here it is.
It'll be funny.
You guys can't be in here.
Okay. Well, it's a good time to get out. It was so awkward. I'm just like, okay. But anyway, we had some fun, it was, again, a reminder of how old I am, really. So day 3, sometimes we don't have a lot of time, to schedule around her classes and my work, so sometimes we just go to restaurants, and so that's what we did here. 888 is a Vietnamese food restaurant, and so we did that for day 3. And the next day, day 4, was one of my favorites, actually. The city that I live in is called Austin. It's the capital of Texas. Maybe you've heard of it. But they have this thing going on right now that's actually been done in other places before Austin. It is called Cow Parade. And they get artists from all over the city to design these cows. They get to paint them however they choose. And there's, I would say, about 70 to 90. I don't know the exact number, but that's how many are around the city right now. And they're actually about to be auctioned off for people. They usually range from about, I think, $7,000 to $10,000 is usually what they auction for, and all of the proceeds actually go to help the children's hospitals, one of the children's hospitals here. So it was really cool, and we went around and we found all the cows that we could that day, and we took pictures with them. Okay, so the next day, day 5, this was my surprise for Merit, and I took her to this place called Main Event, and it has skee ball, it has glow-in-the-dark miniature golf. It's an entertainment center, basically. It's got all types of stuff. There's bowling, there's like billiards or pool. geez, there's arcade games and everything. I don't know what I haven't mentioned, but they have plenty of stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but this is video footage from the glow-in-the-dark golf. It obviously doesn't do it justice trying to videotape something so dark, but it was really fun. She had a blast. And so then on the next day was a Saturday, and my girlfriend was actually moving into her new apartment that day, so we had to do some of that. But also my kickball team that I play on, we had our tournament, and so it was our last few games of the summer season. If everybody doesn't know, that's just one of the many things I do outside of Mario Kart and YouTube casting. But anyway, moving on, I gotta try and move fast to make this not super long. Day 7 was actually I call it zorbing, because I think that's what it's called in the extreme sports world, but basically it's called the Texas Sphere Ride to, I guess, the lay people, and they do this, of course, in more places than just Texas, but you basically get in that giant sphere that you saw earlier and go down this hill. So you're kind of like a human hamster, only you're not running it, it's just like you're kind of bouncing. You hold on to these like straps, and then you basically just bounce all the way down. It lasted about 40 seconds, and no, you do not get sick, actually. It's too short to get sick and dizzy from. So the next day, day 8, we went to this museum. It was partly for some research that my girlfriend is doing, but also I was there in this picture finding out about, like, it's just like random things. It had a lot of people who invented kind of, I guess, various things that you wouldn't like normally think about. Here, the picture that you saw was me with the information about the guy who invented the Super Soaker. So the next day we got mice. This was on day 9. We actually are experienced mice owners, I guess you could say. Recently, though, we had one pass, and so we actually got 3 because there was 3 in the cages when we went to the pet store. So we got some pet mice. There are 3 girls. We call them Silly, Tilly, and Millie. So the next day, day 10, we went to this place that does some paint-your-own pottery, and it's called Cafe Monet. So there I am, we painted some plates for us to take home. On day 11, we participated in one of the many things that makes my city great, but they call it First Thursday, and there's this big street in my town that basically has lots of vendors, food is cheaper, it's just like a big celebration every month on the first Thursday, and here's one of the places we stopped at. I don't know if other places, if other cities do this, but something that's catching on in Austin over the last few years is trailer parks that are food stands. So we actually went to this trailer that sells fried things. It's called Fry Baby, and so that's a picture of us with fried pickles. And day 12 was us going to a baseball game. It's for the Round Rock Express, for any of my Texans who know them. And despite this picture, my girlfriend looks like she's not having fun, but she actually had a lot of fun. She really wanted to go. So the last day was her birthday. I didn't mention it, but the first one, the surprise that she gave to me, was on my actual birthday. But anyway, the last one was her birthday, and we went to, we did a lot of things. She was turning 21, and so I took her to this karaoke place. It's like a bar that does karaoke and bowling. So she had some fun with that. We actually took some video, so if you want to see, this is actually me and her singing Feed Me from Little Shop of Horrors. I'll just play a little bit because this video is probably going on super long.
Well, how am I supposed to get it?
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long. That's right, boy. You can do it. Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long. How'd you like to be a big wheel? Dining out for every meal. I'm the prince who can make it all real. You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
Hey, I'm your genie. I'm your friend. I'm your willing slave. Yeah. Seymour, don't be a putz. Trust me and your life will surely rival King Tut's. Show a little initiative, work on some guts. You'll get it.
The guy sure looks like plant food to me. The guy sure looks like plant food to me. The guy sure looks like plant food to me. You need life, he's got more than enough.
So go get it. Yeah!
But there is no possible way I could end this update video without talking about something that is a major life changer for me, and it's amazing. I am engaged. I actually proposed to my girlfriend. Here you've got a picture of the ring that I bought her. She loved it. So I was calling her my girlfriend instead of my fiance in this video because I didn't want to reveal the very end of this video that I did this, but she is now my fiance. So there's a picture of us right after the moment that it happened. You can actually see that there's other people in the picture too. I actually had a lot of her friends, some that she hadn't seen in a long time, some from like other states, even some of my friends that are her friends mutually, come to see the proposal too. So they actually were part of the surprise, and they popped out from behind the building that we were doing it at. And you can actually see here that she's holding a blue Viewmaster. Viewmasters are like those little toy binocular things, you know, that you can advance the slide reels and see the pictures inside of them when you look through. Well, I actually got to propose to her. I should explain a little background. We met at the university that we went to, and she's still finishing up school there, but I'm a graduate of the university, and we actually met as tour guides there. So I basically had her go on a tour of love, quote unquote. I recorded myself just like how I record my commentaries, but I recorded myself giving her little clues of where to go on the campus that had special memories for us. And at each one of the spots, there were 5 of them total, she would find a new picture reel to put into the Viewmaster, and the pictures were actually pictures of us from the memories that we've had on the campus, pictures like these that you're seeing right here. At the last spot, I was waiting for her there, and it was the spot where we had our first kiss, and I had a box, which she opened, and it was another Viewmaster. Her Viewmaster had a picture of the actual ring, and so she was looking into it, and obviously she's, all she can see is the Viewmaster when she puts it on her eyes, so she's kind of like blinded to what else was going on. So at that point, when she put it over her eyes, I had her friends pop out, and I got on one knee and asked her to marry me, and so it was very sentimental for her, and she loved it, and I'm engaged. So it's been a great, break. I obviously do miss the YouTubing and stuff, but hopefully I can get back into it now. Definitely I will make an effort to do so. And so thank you so much for your attention in all of this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next vid. Please stay tuned for actually a video that I dual commentated on with my best friend who came down to actually see the proposal. Me and him on the day beforehand played plenty of video games and commentated them, so stay tuned for those. They should be fun, and they will be coming up soon. So anyway, I'll catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.
How in the world is the spirit so low? Time to break the cycle when you're all alone.